Procrastination is a source of stress and feelings of low self-esteem. Procrastination makes life much harder than the very task that's being put off. Procrastination makes life harder than it should be. Hey, Tracy Brinkman here from YourSuccessAtLast.com. Over the next few video blog entries, I'm going to be bringing you 10 tips for overcoming procrastination. Being guilty of procrastination myself, I've come to learn that I'm not alone. 25% of the entire population openly admits to being a procrastinator. Research says that 70% of us have a serious problem with procrastination. Coming from the Latin word pro, meaning forward, and combining that with the word grastinus, meaning tomorrow, putting forward until tomorrow a task that needs to be done today, or worse yet, the day before yesterday. Now, if you're like me, and if you're still listening to this video blog, I'm assuming you are. Anyway, if you're like me, you start a task or a goal with great intentions, with passion, and the hope for its successful completion. You set a goal, you make a plan, you get your hopes up. Heck, you may even actually get started. But somewhere along the way, taking step 1 or step 2, you just can't seem to take that next step. Now, many in academia agree that the reasons for procrastination are as varied as the tasks that they impact. One psychologist at the California Institute of Technology says that although it may seem like there's a lack of willpower if the person's lazy, procrastination is often something far different. It could be a fear of failure, a fear of success. Yeah, believe it or not, a fear of success. Tendencies toward perfection. Tendencies toward perfection can actually paralyze people. So many folks get in that tendency that they have paralysis by analysis. These lists of fears and other issues go on and on. Net, again, we all start with the great intentions, but somewhere along the way, we falter. New Year's resolutions are a great example. Did you know that 70% of all New Year's resolutions are abandoned by February 1st? 70%! Well, if procrastination is such a success-sucking, self-esteem chipping, relationship-ruining, performance-bogging, and job-threatening problem, why would anyone engage in it? We're all smart. We're all smart enough to realize that we need to avoid it, right? Right? Yet somehow it creeps back into our lives time and time again, stealing our dreams, robbing our pleasures, and putting the weight of guilt square on our shoulders. Well, that's why I'm going to give you this series of tips on overcoming procrastination in the upcoming vlog entries. Now, what you may ask is, why not give them to me all at once, Tracy? That's what you've been doing with other topics like your goal setting and the shopping tips. You give them to me all at once. Well, the reason is simple. Deciding to stop procrastinating by itself, it won't work. It's not just simply a matter of making a promise to yourself not to procrastinate anymore. Well, not for most of us anyway. It's a matter of taking the habit of procrastination in whatever area of your life that you're doing it in and replacing it with a better habit. Taking a bad habit, replacing it with a good one. Now, that's not something you can do in a single day. So I'm going to break this down into a series of video blog entries to help you truly try and break the procrastination cycle and giving you, over time, a step-by-step series of tips and techniques to help you deeply drive in the new habit and make it a part of who you are. So here's what I want you to do. Here are your success at last actions to take today. Number 1, write down 3 projects or tasks you've been putting off or have had the good intentions of starting. Maybe you've even started them, but you haven't continued them. You haven't either you haven't started them or you haven't continued to completion. 3 of them. Write them down. Number 2, write down all the excuses that you've been giving yourself or you've been giving others to defend your not starting or not completing these tasks or projects. Number 3, write down how not completing these tasks or projects have negatively impacted you. Physically, financially, emotionally, in your relationships. And then number 4, pick one of these 3 projects and put it on a 3x5 index card. This is going to be the project that we're going to go through over the course of the next few video vlog posts, and I'm going to help you. We're going to work together on breaking this procrastination and help you get that project done. Take that 3x5 card, and I want you to post it up somewhere where you're going to see it every day. That could be on your bathroom mirror, perhaps right on your computer, right here. Put it Put it right about here on your computer screen. That way you'll see it. And it's going to remind you to come check the next video blog to get the next tip on how to break this procrastination cycle. Seriously, take these 3 steps now. Write down the 3 projects. Write down your excuses. Alright? Figure out which one you're going to pick. Put it on the 3x5 card. And I'll see you next time. Until then, think successfully and take action.